Hey guys, welcome back to my New York City vlog, part 2. Recently, Winston and I went to New York City to visit family and hang out with friends and just get away. And I already shared some of that New York City trip in my previous video. If you guys want to check it out or maybe you missed it, I will link it in the cards. Definitely check out that video. It was a lot of fun. Now, while I was in New York, of course, I was, updating my Instagram stories, and so many of you asked where I stayed, what I did, and how I got around. Like, what was my transportation? What kind of car service did I use? I got so many questions, DMs, and a lot of comments asking about this. So I figured I'll put it all in this video. So before we jump into the vlog, I am going to share with you guys where we stayed because we really, really enjoyed it. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to everyone who's new here. My name is Ashley Parke. This is Parke Avenue, where I have tons of fashion content. So if you love outfit ideas, unboxing, styling videos, lifestyle content, and travel content, you're in the right place. So check out some of my other videos, and when you find something you like, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell because I upload multiple times a week and I don't want you to miss a thing. Now, before I tell you guys all about the hotel, it's time for today's Instagram shout out. And today I am shouting out Sora_Kabula, and she commented under my reel on Instagram and said, "Gorgeous. I really like your style, Ashley. You are inspiring me a lot to choose my everyday outfits. We have almost the same body shape. Very happy to discover you in Parke Avenue." Thank you so much. I love when you guys get inspiration from the outfit ideas that I share because that's why I make the videos, so you guys can, just have an easier time putting together outfits and get inspired to just shop your closets and put together really fun looks that maybe you hadn't thought about before. And actually, she's referring to the reel that I did when I was in New York at the hotel that I stayed at, the Dominick. So you guys, I got so many questions, like I said, about where I stayed. So many of you guys wanted to know what was the name of the hotel and just all the information. So let me tell you guys all about it. The hotel that we stayed at is called the Dominick. It's located in Soho, New York City, and it is really in a central part of Lower Manhattan. There's a Trader Joe's in walking distance. It's like right across the street, and there's lots of shopping. You can walk to a lot of things, and it's really conveniently located as well. Now, when we arrived at the Dominick, we had a really great experience from the very beginning. Once we pulled up in our car, I got out and it seemed like the doorman appeared out of nowhere. Like literally, I didn't see him at all until I stepped up onto the sidewalk and he literally came and said, "Welcome to the Dominick." Like, he appeared out of nowhere. He was very friendly. He was very welcoming and he seemed just really happy to help. So right away, I was impressed by the level of service, and he took our bags inside. And then when we went inside, immediately, the lobby area was very welcoming. It was a really chill vibe. It wasn't stuffy. It was tranquil and very comfortable. And they had a fireplace, and the lighting was a little bit dim. It was just really nice. And after a kind of a hectic entrance into New York, it was really nice to come into a very relaxing kind of vibe. It was really, really nice. So then we went up to the front desk and we met a front desk agent named Sadika. She welcomed us and she seemed really happy to help. And she stuck out to me because I really admired her haircut. When I saw her, I was like, oh my gosh, her haircut is gorgeous. And you guys might not know, I don't know if I shared this, but I've really been thinking about cutting my hair. That's a story for another day. But Sadika was very helpful and she talked us through everything and told us about the hotel. And then we chatted for a bit and then she gave us our room key and we went on our way. And while we were in the elevator going up to our room on the 37th floor, we had a very casual, interesting conversation actually with another member of the staff. He was really friendly as well, and he just chatted with us for a bit, and it just so happened that he got off on the same floor as us, but we went opposite directions. But before we parted ways, he let us know that he would be able to help us with anything we needed. Just let him know and he'd take care of it. So that was really great. I really, really appreciated how friendly everyone was off the back. It kind of surprised me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, just because everyone was just so friendly and welcoming. So that was really nice. And then once we got to our room, we opened the door and we were very, very pleasantly surprised. So when we walked into our room, right away, the room smelled clean and fresh, and it just looked really beautiful. To the right, there was a wet bar. When I walked in, to the right of me, there was a wet bar. It was fully stocked. Of course, they had all the snacks, they had drinks in the fridge, and they had an espresso machine, which for us is really important. Like, we prefer to stay places that have an espresso machines, but they had one, and they had the pods. I mean, they had everything you need for a stay in a hotel. And then they also had a hidden microwave, which I thought was great and something that you don't see very often in hotel rooms, because obviously you're not there to cook and everything like that. There wasn't like a full kitchen. But if you go out for dinners, which is what you're probably gonna do while you're there, you might wanna go across the street to Trader Joe's, grab some snacks or something you might have to heat up later on. So it was really, really nice to have that. And I actually used the microwave later on because I warmed up my hot chocolate from room service. So it was really nice. It was just hidden in sort of like a cabinet, and then you just pull it out and then you can use the microwave as a full-size microwave, and it was really great to have that handy. And then as I went into the room a little bit more, across from that hidden microwave was a full-length mirror, which was great because a lot of hotels do not have full-length mirrors or mirrors in places that you can actually use them. So that was really nice because of course we got to check our outfits, you know? This is like the entryway I'm standing in. And we got a full-length mirror, which is always nice. I'll actually link this outfit, you guys. I'll link it in the description box if you want to check it out. I was really comfortable. This top is by a woman-owned, black-owned brand. These cargos are the men's section at Banana Republic. And then I got on some Adidas. And then, of course, you walk further into the room, and there's a full-size desk where you can sit if you want to take notes, write something down, maybe do some computer work. Maybe you're in town for work, and you have a nice desk area. There was also a TV which was mounted and you can pull it out and swivel it. So that way you can see the television from any point in the room. And then there was a king size bed. Loved it so much. It was very comfortable. It had a leather headboard and it was really perfect. So comfortable, and we slept extremely well. And across from the bed, there's a couch, and behind the couch, the entire wall is wall-to-wall, floor-to-ceiling window. I love a large window, and it was the entire wall. And then, of course, you could see a beautiful view of the city. It was perfect. It was a dream, and I really loved it. I enjoyed that view so much. And then after the bedroom, you walk into the bathroom, which was huge. It was a giant bathroom, and honestly, it was refreshing because New York City, of course, you think the spaces are gonna be small, but the room was very large, the bathroom was huge, and it was really nice to have all that space. There was a double vanity, 2 sinks, one for me, one for Winston, which is really nice because I like to set myself up and have everything where I need it, and then Winston could take his things out and put them where he wanted them to be, and they could just stay like that. So it was nice to have a double sink. I didn't have to wait for him to do anything, for me to use the bathroom. It was just really great. We had our own space, but together, which was really nice. Inside the bathroom was a separate toilet room, and then of course a full-size shower with a rainfall shower head. But if that's not your thing, there was also the handheld attachment, which was great to have the option. And then across from the shower was the most glorious bathtub. It was huge, it was comfortable, and I definitely made it a point to use that bathtub a couple times on the trip, and I loved it. And the best thing about the bathtub was that there was another floor-to-ceiling window with a view of the city. It was gorgeous. And can you imagine in the bathtub looking out on the city? It was great. I absolutely loved it. While we were there, we also ordered room service. And I called down to order the room service. I had a couple questions, and the woman who answered the phone was so pleasant. I could actually hear the smile in her voice. She sounded happy to help me. And so we placed our room service order, and when the food came, the staff person who brought it was really nice. He was pleasant. He made conversation. He asked me where I wanted him to leave the cart. And then Winston and I decided to finish getting ready, and then we ate. And we actually noticed when we sat down to eat that the top of the cart, the food cart, was actually warm. So it must be heated in some kind of way, which was nice because we didn't eat right away once the food got there. When we ordered the room service, we thought we were getting a pretty basic breakfast. I mean, eggs, sausage, and some toast. And it turned out to be quite a spread. It was a substantial amount of food. Like, I was really full after we ate. The eggs were great. The sausage was some sort of like sweet kind of apple sausage that was really good. The orange juice was fresh squeezed. The grapefruit juice was really great as well. And then I ordered the hot chocolate, which I didn't finish because I got so full. And so I kept it in the room, and then I was able to warm it up later on with that microwave. So I was very thankful that we had that microwave in the room. So typically I don't get housekeeping while I'm staying at a hotel just because I don't prefer anyone in the room while I'm not there. But we had such a really great time and such a good experience up until that point. Winston and I said, you know what, let's just have housekeeping come in while we're gone. And then when we get back, the room will be refreshed. So Winston went to go ask about housekeeping, and he actually ran into the same gentleman that we spoke with in the elevator when we first got to the hotel. And Winston asked, when does housekeeping come? Because we would like to have them come into our room. And his response was, when will you like them to come? Now, I really appreciated that, and that definitely stuck out to me because, you know, oftentimes you might ask about a service or something like that, and the response might be, oh, they come between 11 and, I don't know, 3 o'clock, or whatever the case may be. And for him to respond, when would you like them to come? I just felt that that was so perfect, and it just really made me feel like the experience that we were having is just all about what we want. It's about our preferences. They're here for us, and they just, again, made us feel so welcome. So I love that. And those little things I pay attention to when I stay certain places, or, you know, when I'm getting some kind of a service, just because I just really appreciate that. And when you're paying to stay somewhere, it's just nice to have all those things, you know? So we left the hotel for the day. We were out all day running around the city. And by the time we got back in the evening, we were really tired. And when we got back to the room, we actually forgot that we requested housekeeping. So when we opened the door, again, we were welcomed into the room with a really nice, clean smelling, fresh room. And it was like we were getting into the room for the first time again. It was like that first night when we arrived, and it was just really comfortable. There were a few bottles of water on the desk and a cute little piece of chocolate on the night table. And the woman who actually took care of our housekeeping was really nice. We saw her again when we were leaving another day, and we weren't getting housekeeping that day, but since we ran into her, she peeked out of a room that she was cleaning, and she said, hey, would you like housekeeping to come by again today? And we declined, but she was really happy and really nice, and she let us know that she'd be there if we changed our mind. There were other amenities that the hotel had, but we didn't get a chance to experience. There's a gym. We didn't get to go to the cafe or the mezzanine. And so hopefully we'll get to check those things out next time we stay at the Dominick. Overall, we really enjoyed our stay at the Dominick. I would recommend it if you're going to be in New York City. Check it out. The staff was fabulous. Everyone who worked there just seemed really excited and happy to help. They seemed really happy to be there, and that really stuck out to me. So definitely check out the Dominick the next time you're in New York City. Now let's jump into the vlog. So once we got to New York, we landed really early in the morning. Our plane landed like around 9 in the morning. So it was way too early to check into our hotel. We decided we were going to go uptown to Winston's mother's house. We went to Harlem. And while we were there, we just were able to just chill out, decompress a little bit, hang out, just relax. And then we decided we were going to get some coffee and get something to eat. So Winston's brother took us to a Jamaican restaurant called Mangoville, which was really good. Winston got the curry chicken, and I also got a curry dish, and then I also got some rice on the side. It was really good. I definitely recommend it if you guys are in the area. And then we grabbed a coffee on Lenox. There's a cute little coffee shop, and the coffee was really, really good. I was happy about that. And then I decided to stop and take a couple photos. There's a bench on Lenox that's really popular that people like to take photos because you get like a really great view of the street and, you know, just a really nice city view. So I took a couple pictures. Then around that time, we hung out a little bit more, and then it got later. So we decided we were going to head and go check into the hotel. And while we were at the hotel, we just hung out for a bit, got acclimated to the room. We were enjoying the view. We wanted to be comfortable and chill out for a second. And then after that, we were getting a little bit hungry. So we decided to take a little walk. We stopped at a pizza place called John's on Bleecker Street, and the pizza was really good. It was like a rustic kind of a restaurant, and you can actually scratch your name into the table, and on the walls, you can see where other visitors had scratched their names into the walls. It was like a thing at the restaurant, which I thought was really cute. And then after that, we decided to go back to Harlem to spend more time with friends and family because that's why we were there in the first place. So we wanted to make sure that we maximized on hanging out with our friends and family. And that evening, we went back to the hotel and, of course, had to take a bath and then went to bed. We were so tired by the end of that day, and we had another big day the next day, so we wanted to make sure we got some sleep. And then day 2 in New York, I went to a birthday party and hung out with family again that day. Now, if you want to check out everything that we did on day 2 in New York City, then head over to the first part of this video. I'll link it in the cards, and you can definitely check out what I wore and what we did. That was a lot of fun. All right, you guys, so I'm headed out, and here's what I'm wearing. I have on my Atticos sunglasses. You guys know all about these. I love these so much. But it's really sunny out. It's a beautiful day. So I'm excited to go out. And then I have on this top from Banana Republic. I got this recently, but I shared this with you guys in a few videos. And I have a few more things that I want to share. I have to do like an official Banana Republic haul, but I talked a lot about the stuff that I was interested in previous videos. So I just got to put it all together and show you guys. But I love this top. It's just a stripe, you know, like half zip top. I really like it. Beautiful. I love yellow right now. You guys know that. And then I'm actually wearing Banana Republic jeans as well. I just realized. Banana Republic jeans as well. I love these so much. They're very comfortable, and I definitely recommend these. They have a really high rise, a really good pair of jeans. And then on my feet, I'm wearing my Adidas. I got a little cuff. I like to show a little bit of ankle, you know. And then my coat is my Michael Kors coat. Is like a military style. I've had this coat for years now, probably like 3 or 4 years now. I don't know, a while. So this one isn't available anymore, but I'll find something similar if I can. You know, coats right now, nobody's looking for coats, so I'll see what I could do. But I know this sweater and these jeans are still available if you're interested. And then my bag, I'm wearing my Loewe puzzle bag. You guys already know about her. And that's it. So the first store I want to go to is in walking distance. I'm going to go check it out. I really want to go to Aritzia, and there's one in walking distance. So we're going to go check that one out. And that's it. I'm going to take you guys with me. Let's go. Our third day in New York was really our last full day, so I wanted to maximize everything, and I decided I was going to do some shopping in the morning. I woke up early, and all the stores that you can think of are in walking distance of the hotel. The Celine store, the Gucci store, there's a Le Labo store, there's the Real has a location that you can walk to from the hotel, there's a Bloomingdale's. I mean, you can get to everything you need to get to from that hotel, and you can walk to it, which was really great. Now, unfortunately, at the time of the day that I decided to go out and explore, everything was closed. I was a little bit too early. It was Sunday, and I didn't realize that everything didn't open until 12. So the only thing that was open was Aritzia, which was great because I did want to check out the Effortless pant. Now, I had been hearing so many things about this Effortless pant. Everyone raves about it, but there's no Aritzia in Atlanta. So I was happy to be able to check it out once I got to New York. And I think I really love the pants. Now, they didn't have any sizes when I went, so I'm going to have to order, but I got a chance to check them out and feel them, and they seem to be really great quality. So I'll keep you guys posted when I order them to see how I feel once I get to try on my size, but they seem like something you guys might want to check out too. So basically, shopping this morning was a bust. I went to Aritzia. Well, first of all, the only store that was open was Aritzia. Everything opened at 12, and we came out so early. We came out early because we had other things we wanted to do today. So anyway, Aritzia, it wasn't a bust. I did want to get a couple of pairs of the trousers, the Effortless trousers, but they didn't have any sizes. So I'm just going to have to order online. And they don't have any Aritzia stores where I live, so I'm going to have to order online, which is fine because now I know I actually just like the pants. So now we're in a Lyft headed to Penn Station, where we're going to Penn Station. I'm going to get on the Long Island Railroad, and then we're going to Queens. So I'm just going to probably chill out. I'm not going to lie, I kind of ran out of steam. I was so tired, and we haven't been getting any sleep. So I feel like my energy level was a little bit low. And so we'll see.
I get her some coffee, guys. I get her some espresso. She needed a little boost right now.
I definitely need a boost because I feel like I'm dragging. But I still want to make the most of the rest of the trip because, there's still a lot to do. But I also really, really want to relax. But anyway, so I'm in the cab now. And we're going to Penn Station. And then after that, I think Winston's going to meet up with a couple of friends. But I'm probably going to head back to the room while he's hanging out. But we'll see. So
she's coming with me.
We'll see. I don't know. It's cold, you guys. It got so cold. The first day we were here wasn't so cold, but it's really cold right now. It doesn't feel like spring at all. Which I should have known. Like, I did know that. But I was in denial, I guess. Now, since I missed all the stores, I only had a short window to check them out, and I wasn't going to be able to hang around and wait for them to open because I wanted to get back to Queens and spend some more time with my grandmother. And so I took the Long Island Railroad, which is my preferred method of transportation when I'm not able to have a car service. The Long Island Railroad is way more comfortable. If you have never been to New York, or maybe you're thinking about going, if you can, take the Long Island Railroad to everywhere you need to go to. Now, the ride is way more comfortable than, the regular MTA, but when you're there, you got to do what you got to do, and the train is the fastest way to get around. So I took the Long Island Railroad, hung out with my grandmother, and you guys got to meet her in the first part of this video. So again, if you want to check it out, I'll have that video linked in the cards in case you missed it. After spending some time with my grandmother, Winston and I went to his brother's house. Now, his brother and his brother's wife are actually also going through a complete home renovation. They bought a fixer-upper, and they've been working on theirs as well. And he wanted to show us his garden, which I was more than happy to take a look at because once we finally get to our yard, like really being able to landscape it, we do plan to have a garden as well. So we went to go check out his garden, and he has quite the spread. He's growing lots of vegetables and fruits, and it's going to be really beautiful once everything starts to bloom. I can't wait to go back and check it out.
This is considered my strawberry row. So I have 2 different kinds of strawberries in here. So expect me some ever-bearing strawberries throughout the whole summer.
That's the big one?
Put them on camera.
Yeah, no big strawberries.
Right here. Right here, this is my strawberry row. I have all-stars growing on this side. And I forgot what I have growing on this side, but like I'm hoping to get some strawberries this whole summer.
I like that.
So follow me on this, follow me down here on this side.
Come on, let's go.
Hey, yo, this is my brother, by the way, y'all.
Sorry, I'm looking a little outdoors today, but it's all good. So right here, I have my little experiment going on. Right now, I have some blueberries on this side. I'm trying to figure out how they grow and which varieties I like. And on this side, I have some strawberries. Only one variety is in here, and it's the same. Just trying to figure out if I really do like them and how they sort of grow. And I know strawberries take over, so just trying to figure out how they grow and how much sort of room they need. Yeah. And then at some point, I'll reconstruct this whole thing and put them in the ground. Which one?
Strawberry sweet.
No, these are blueberries. I'm sorry. These are all my blueberries, raspberries, and then over there are the strawberries.
That's gonna be so nice.
So I'm working it out.
Yeah. This is him, you guys. This is Frazier. This is who helped us out with all the construction in the house. So I'm gonna leave his information in the description box so y'all can hit him up.
Just make sure it's in New York, though. You know?
After spending all day in Queens, we had to get back to Manhattan, so we just took a Lyft back into Manhattan where we can meet up with some friends, and we had some drinks. We went to a place called Time and Tonic. Now, the food was not good and I wouldn't recommend it, but the drinks were really good and the vibe was great. The place is really cute. So we just sat, we had some appetizers, but the drinks were really where it was at. We enjoyed those. We had quite a few. And then when we left, we actually were walking with our friend back to their car. And it just so happened that they were parked right outside of Winston and I's high school. Isn't that so cool? I thought that was just a crazy coincidence. I mean, it wasn't intentional at all. So when we looked up and we saw our school, we were like, oh my gosh, what a crazy coincidence. So of course we had to take a couple photos and reminisce a little bit, but that was really cool as well. So we ended up taking a Lyft back to our hotel, and it wasn't super late, so I had enough time to take another bath in that gorgeous tub, and then we went to bed. And so the next morning, we wanted to kind of just hang out, and we weren't ready to leave. We wanted to sleep in a little bit and just chill out in the hotel. So we called for late checkout, and we got to stay a little bit longer because we really were not ready to go. We enjoyed our stay so much that we just wanted to extend it a little bit more. And when we were able to rest up and get ourselves together, then we decided that we were going to pack up and then head over to the airport. Now, if you're visiting New York City for the first time, or maybe you haven't been back in a really long time, if you're flying into LaGuardia Airport, I would suggest taking an airline that will get you into Terminal B, because that terminal has been completely renovated. The experience is way more pleasant. It's open, it's bright. There's a lot of like food shops and different shopping areas. There's a MAC cosmetics store. They have a couple of places where you can buy alcohol, drinks, snacks. There's a Shake Shack, all that. Now, if you don't come into Terminal B, the rest of the airport is under construction and it's not very pleasant. And that's it. That's everything we did, where we stayed, and what we ate, and what I wore in our recent trips in New York City. I had a fabulous time. Now, even though I'm a native New Yorker, I grew up in New York, I went to school in New York, I was never able to experience New York in the way that I experienced it on this trip. And I left New York really inspired and really excited about everything that's to come in my life. And I am so grateful that I'm able to travel when I want, have my own schedule. And honestly, to be able to do that as a full-time content creator and renovate my home, these are things that I couldn't even imagined for myself. And I'm just really excited for what the future holds. And I want to say thank you to you all for being a part of this with me. I think it's just the coolest thing. So thank you guys so much for your support, for all your well wishes. I mean, you guys are it's just incredible. Thank you guys so much. And so I'm just so appreciative to be able to have control of my time. And to be able to do this as a full-time content creator is beyond my wildest dreams. And so that's why I created an ebook. I put together everything that I did to get to where I am on YouTube. If you guys want to start a YouTube channel and you want to know like actionable steps that you can take to grow your channel and even just to get started. Let's say you've been thinking about doing this and you just couldn't take the next step. You don't know where to start. Then you might want to check out my ebook. If you have a channel already and you're feeling stagnant, you need, a little push in the right direction, then you want to check out the ebook as well. It's also available in audio version to make your life even easier. I'll have it linked in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you made it this far and you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? I would love to have you. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.